Hello everyone, I'm an intermediate Lili main and I'm going to tell you what I think her 10 best moves are. These are not ordered as they all serve drastically different but equally important functions. Lili is a fundamental character, able to play well with only a few moves, so these should get you a long way. Now, let's begin. Number 1 is down forward 1. This move is simple but powerful. Firstly, it's a 13 frame mid, which makes it great for checking your opponent's evasion. If you hit your opponent, you get +8 and this entertaining looking stun. Now, this is amazing for Lili, because her best counter hit move, forward 4, is 17 frames, meaning it will frame trap at +8. This gives you the freedom to go for powerful pressure options like forward 4, down forward 3, down 3, or forward 3. It's also -1 on block, which makes sidestepping after extremely viable. At -1, your jabs will also beat mid checks, so down forward 1 into 1-1-3 is very strong. Number 2 is 1-1-3. 1 on its own is a standard jab, which is particularly good for Lili because she gets high reward from +1 frame traps. 1-1-3 though has two primary uses. Firstly, 1-1 is Lili's 10 frame punish, giving decent damage and a back turn mix-up at +4. This can be used for block punishment or whiff punishing after a sidestep. The second use of this move is as her G-clef counter hit tool. If 1-1 hits as a counter hit, the whole string is guaranteed as a combo, giving good damage and Oki. However, this move can be unsafe. The 3-ender is launch punishable on block, so try not to go too crazy with it. 1-1 on block, however, is more complicated. On block, it leaves you -6 in back turn. Turning around takes 6 frames, so you cannot block for 12 frames, making it essentially -12. However, by holding down back, you can crouch block to avoid and then launch highs, which many 10 to 12 frame punishers are. This will leave you vulnerable to mids though. A 12 frame mid will properly punish 1-1, but you still have options. If you finish the string with 3, you will counter hit launch a 12 frame mid punish, but this is a risk. Number 3 is down forward 3. This is Lili's best mid for pressure in my opinion. It's 20 frames, +8 on hit and +3 on block, forcing crouch on both. This means that you can either frame trap with 1-1-3 or forward 1+2 on block. 1-1-3 will lose to high crushes, while forward 1+2 will trade with while standing force and beat every attack apart from crouch jabs. Forward 1+2 gives a guaranteed 1+2 on counter hit, though on trade this follow-up may change. To beat crouch jabs, simply sidestep into down forward 2. This move is also a chunky counter hit launcher, so it's great to throw out against opponents who hesitate slightly or if you have a read on their timing. Number 4 is down 3. This is one of Lili's many great lows. This falls into the poke low archetype and is particularly strong because of its speed at 19 frames, its long range, and its safety at -12 on block. It's also +1 on hit, which is fantastic for Lili as she can frame trap with 1-1-3. On counter hit, this move becomes +5, allowing you to frame trap with forward 1+2 as well. This is a simple but spammable move, great for annoying opponents. Number 5 is forward 4. This is Lili's 23 damage power low, and it's my favorite move overall. It's a little slow at 22 frames, but I think it's unreactable, especially since it has a similar startup to forward 3+4, which is mid. It also benefits from its forward input by having long range and being available from full crouch, for example after back turn down 2. This low gives you the option of transitioning to back turn if you tap back during startup. In my opinion, you should always do this. This is because on counter hit, the move's frame advantage becomes unguardable. If you don't transition, you're only +4, so you can't get anything guaranteed. But in back turn, forward 4 is +10, meaning her 8 frame back turn 1-4 wall splatting heat engager is guaranteed on counter hit. This plus 10 also means that on normal hit, all of her best back turn options frame trap, leading to an extremely potent mix-up. Like down 3, forward 4 is only minus 12 on block or minus 6 in back turn, which is extremely safe for a low which does so much damage, has so much advantage, and gives heat and even more damage on counter. This makes forward 4 spammable, even if your opponent may be ready for it, as you won't be punished that hard. Number 6 is quarter circle forward 3+4. This is Lili's standout plus frame move, and is her strongest tool at the wall. It's 12 frames from quarter circle forward, a jailing high, plus 6 on block, and a wall splat. By using this move against the wall, you can threaten to splat your opponent if they're hit by it, splat them with forward 3 if they try to duck or step it, or splat them with forward 1+2 on counter hit if they mash after it. This is super oppressive and can be converted into great damage and more mix-ups if you hit them. This is also valuable to use in neutral for the frames, as well as its ability to crush highs and lows at different points in its animation. Number 7 is forward 4. Aside from jab and down forward 1, this is likely my most used move from Lili. This move is like a juiced up version of Brian's 3+4. The tracking may be slightly worse, but it also benefits from giving a wall stagger on normal hit and being only minus 9 on block. This is a counter hit launcher which is both useful as a frame trap at +7 or more, and in neutral when trying to predict when your opponent will press. It has a great pushback, so backdashing after will often give you a whiff punish opportunity. Number 8 is down forward 2. This is one of Lili's best whiff punish tools. It's 1 frame slower than the typical down forward 2 and her hop kick, so it's less useful for block punishment, but that 1 frame doesn't make a huge difference when punishing whiffs. It also has higher damage than her hop kick and is safer at minus 11. This level of safety means it's also strong as a more committal mid mix-up option. It's also useful as a wall carry option when closer. Number 9 is forward 2-3. This is another one of Lili's best punishers, particularly on block. It's a 12 frame high mid with great range that knocks down and wall splats. Being a high mid, it has a tendency to whiff on attacks which recover crouching, so in these situations you may want to use down forward 2 instead, but the speed and range of forward 2-3 makes it better in many situations. It can also be twitch confirmed, since the first hit is safe at minus 9. The second hit is launch punishable though, so you must be careful. Overall, it's a very reliable neutral tool that puts you back in the driver's seat. Finally, number 10 is forward 3. This is an unassuming move, which many Lili players seem to neglect. It's a 20 frame, mid, homing, knockdown, wall splatting move with short range. What distinguishes this move from other mid homing splats is that it's only minus 3 on block, meaning your offense can keep going. Where this move is strongest is at the wall, where you get a combo on hit and the opportunity to sidestep into a forward 2-3 wall splat on block. This move also gives a guaranteed quarter circle forward 3 on counter, as well as giving a much higher, straighter wall splat. Those are the top 10 moves I have for Lili. You may have noticed that there were no stance moves included. This is basically an arbitrary choice. If I had included them, this list would definitely contain backturn 1+2, the relatively safe frame trapping mid launcher, and backturn down 2, the high crushing +5 counter hit follow-up guaranteeing low. It also would have no doubt included Feisty Rabbit 3 in heat, the 44 damage dealing -30 in homing low, which is one of her best tools for mixing up your opponent. Overall though, I hope this list gives some perspective to those interested in Lili, who want to know which moves to center their gameplay around. Lili is an underappreciated character in my opinion, so if you haven't tried her, hop into Quick Match and have some fun. Thanks for watching.